to Matty Makes. Today we are going to be making some handmade paper. Not only that, we are also making our first video of 2022 and a first video in the new studio. Now you may notice it's kind of bland and boring behind me. I'm not a designer or a decorator, so if you have any thoughts of what would be good on the shelves or on the wall, what would look good, drop them down in the comments because I really need some ideas. So let's start making some paper. Alright, to start making our handmade paper, we are going to be recycling some paper I had on the shelf over there. I chose a light blue, a mint green, and then just some white like printer paper. If you're doing this at home, you could use any paper you have lying around, whether it's newspaper, magazines, old homework, new homework, whatever you got. You're just going to start by ripping it. This makes it easier for your blender, so it doesn't have to run as long. You don't have to use blender. There's other ways you can do it. I don't think they work as well, so you can try them out though on your own and let me know. We're not going to use all of the paper. We have some left over because otherwise our sheet that we make is going to be very thick. So the next step is adding water to the blender. So we're just going to fill it up halfway. It doesn't really matter how much you put in. And then all the paper we just ripped up, we're going to shove in there. And then turn this on, run it for like 30 seconds until it's pretty smooth. If you run it a shorter amount, there's going to be more chunks that you can see the different colors. If you run it for a longer time, like a minute and a half or 2 minutes, it's all going to blend right into one color. We'll probably go like 45 seconds. Alrighty, that was like 40 seconds. Now we're going to take it off the blender and pour it into a cup. Nice and thick. Alrighty, so now you're going to dip your decal into the water. A lot of people make their own decals. This one right here is from Arnold Grummers. Got some more. These are good for beginners, so if you're doing this at home, you may want to look into theirs. And next, you're going to take your cup full of the blended up paper and water and pour it into the decal. And then spread it around in the decal. Just get all the fibers moving around. And then when you think it's good, you're just going to lift it straight out. Give it a little shaky shake, why not? Alright. And then when this has drained sufficiently, you're going to take the Velcro off that's holding on the screen to the decal. Nice. And right there we have a nice thick sheet of paper that's a little thicker than desired. It's more like a paper towel or super thin cardboard, like cardstock, but it'll work. Now you're gonna take another screen and set this on top, and then take a sponge, and now we're gonna get water out of the paper by pressing down with force using the sponge. Alrighty. At that point, I don't think we're getting any more with the sponge, so we're gonna peel one of the screens off. Looks like this one needs to come off. And right there, we have our cool sheet of paper. Now you're gonna grab some Cooch sheets. There's some other options of things you can use, but Arnold Grummer's, they sell Cooch sheets. They're easy to use. So now you're going to take it off the screen and leave your sheet of paper on a Cooch sheet. So you want to peel the screen off carefully so you don't rip your paper. And now you're going to switch the Cooch sheets until they end up dry. You're just going to keep pressing on them so you get them to end up dry. It's nice if you have a wood board laying around. You can press really well with that. And now at this point, it's a little damp, but you have your sheet of paper. There's a little thin spot right there. That's just for me being careless. But overall, it's pretty decent. You got a fun colored sheet of paper. You can still see a few of the green and blue specks in there, but overall it's pretty much blended into one color. So now you're going to take your sheet of paper and you're going to put it between two Cooch sheets, and now put that weight on it, let it dry for a day or two, come back to it, and you're going to have a very nice sheet of paper. Thank you guys so much for watching this first paper making video in the new studio. I know it was short and simple. We didn't do a ton of cool cinematic shots, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna do some more advanced techniques, some cooler things you can do with handmade paper. So if you guys enjoyed this video, channel will be right there. Some other videos of mine will be right there. If you have some free time, check them out. That's all I got, and we'll see you next time.